If you want to connect your GoDaddy domain to a Framer project, keep watching, because in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps from start to finish in a simple, beginner-friendly way. By the end, you'll know how to add your domain in Framer, update the DNS records in GoDaddy, and publish your site so it goes live on your custom domain. And if this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more step-by-step software guides. Alright, let's begin with Framer. First, open your project inside Framer. Once you're in the editor, go to Settings, then click Domains and select Connect to Domain. This is where Framer will ask you to enter the domain name you want to use for your site. Type in your GoDaddy domain exactly as you own it, and Framer will then generate the DNS records you need to connect everything properly. At this point, Framer will show you 3 important records. You should see 2 A records and 1 CNAME record. This part is very important, so leave this tab open while you move over to GoDaddy, because you'll need to copy the records exactly as Framer provides them. If you close this tab too early, you may have to come back and check the values again. Now let's switch over to GoDaddy. Log into your GoDaddy account, then go to My Products and click on the domain you want to connect. From there, look for the DNS option or Manage DNS. This is the area where you control the records attached to your domain name. Before adding the new records, you should check for any conflicting ones. If you already have old A records with the name symbol @ or a CNAME record with the name www, delete those first. This step matters because old or conflicting records can stop Framer from connecting correctly. Cleaning those out first helps prevent connection issues and make sure the new records work properly. Now it's time to add the records Framer gave you. Start with the first A record. Set the type to A. For the name, enter at .. For the value, paste the first IP address shown by Framer, which may look something like 76.76.21.21 depending on the instructions you see in your dashboard. Leave TTL on default and save the record. Next, add the second A record. Again, set the type to A and set the name to @. This time, use the second IP address that Framer provides. Keep TTL at default and save that record too. It's important that both A records are entered exactly as Framer shows them, because even a small mistake can delay the connection. After that, add the CNAME record. Set the type to CNAME, and for the name, type www. For the value, enter sites.framer.app, or whichever specific CNAME Framer gives you. Keep the TTL on default, and save the record. Once all 3 records are added, your GoDaddy DNS setup should match the Framer instructions. Now comes the waiting part. DNS changes do not always connect instantly. Sometimes they update in just a few minutes, but in other cases, it can take up to 48 hours for propagation to fully complete. So if you don't see it working right away, don't panic. That delay is completely normal. Just give it some time and check back periodically. Once GoDaddy detects the correct records, Framer should update the status and show a green badge that says Connected. That is the sign that everything is working properly. When you see that connected status, you're ready for the final step. Go back to Framer and click Publish in the top right corner. This makes your site live on your custom domain, so visitors can access it using the GoDaddy domain you connected. And that's it. You've successfully connected and added your GoDaddy domain to your Framer project. If this tutorial helped you, please take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the content and lets me know to make more guides like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.